Hello everyone, this is our group video presentation 2 of CS591 Advanced Artificial Intelligence. I'm Sajal Vandari and I'll be starting off this presentation. Okay, our first paper was a roadmap of agent research and development. This paper shows the overview of autonomous agents and multi-agent system. Talking about uh, agent-based system and multi-agent system. Agent in an computer system is capable of flexible autonomous action to meet its design objective. Autonomous and multi-agent system provides new way of analyzing, designing, and implementing complex software system. There are three key concepts, which are situateness, autonomy, and flexibility. Situateness means that agent can receive sensory input from its environment. There can perform action which can change the environment in some way. For example, my CIN didn't get any data from sensors, but through a user's feedback or third party. Autonomy means that systems will be able to act without human intervention. For example, any process control system modify its action in real time, like the nuclear reactor. Flexible means that the system is uh, responsive, mm, and perceives the environment and changes in a timely manner. Likewise, proactive agents should be opportunities and goal or directed, and like social, and agents will be able to interact when appropriate and must be able to help with their activities. Um, and I'm talking about the multi-agent system. Multi-agent system is designed and implemented as several interacting agents. And they are ideally used to have multiple problem solving methods, multiple perspective, and or multiple problem solving entities. Some common types of interaction includes cooperation, coordination, and negotiation. Um, it is flexible and high level nature of this interaction which distinguishes multi-agent from other forms of software. And talking about autonomous agents, one of them is the artificial intelligence. AI is the most important contributor of autonomous agent. It is the building intelligent artifact. It was on strange state as researchers were mainly focused on different components of intelligent behavior in the past, like learning, reasoning, problem solving, vision, understanding, and so on. It traces it to its origin to Newell and Simon's GPS system, but is commonly associated with the strip planning system. Planning system thus execute a cycle of picking a goal for generating a plan, executing development AI question, Chapman, and other to question the viability of simple reasoning. Likewise, the developing agent is a process of developing and experimenting new behavior, usually by placing the agent in the environment or by observing the results. Mm. There are different disadvantages of subsumption architecture, which are agent must have information about local environment to determine the acceptable action. And also it is difficult to see decision making for non-local information, as the agent are directly dependent on the local information. It is difficult to see how purely reactive agent can be designed that learn from experience. Overall, the behavior emerges from the interaction of the component when the agent is placed in its environment. It is also difficult to build agent that contains many layers. Talking about object and concurrent interface. Objects are defined as computational entities that encapsulate some state, and likewise agent and object have significant difference, which can be resembled by the following sentence: that object do it for free, uh, and agents do it for money. One of the key goal of human computer interaction is the digital bottlers. Okay, now I would like to call Ashok to further continue the presentation.
Yeah, thank you, Sajol. Yeah, my name is Ashok. Half of the part done by the Sajol. Right now, I am explaining the second half of the research paper. So, from here, our title is a roadmap of agent research and development. In this, there are several parts. Like one is self-interactive and multi-agent interactions. In this, nowadays, electronic commerce is rapidly becoming a really very needed for the world. So this need is recognized by the technologies. These are lack under the technologies by using multiple recognition issues, negotiation deadlines, and the ability to break contacts. These are the some parts in this part. And the next slide. And there are some issues and the future directions also. Various specialist types are involved in this, and there are some issues like including relational arrangers or yellow page specialists and writing board, and these specialists constantly need to cooperate with each other to meet their achievements goals. These are called mutual interactions. Can you skip to next, Sajul? Yeah. Yeah. By using this, they are developing some applications. There are some kinds of applications, so you can see in the next slides too. So here some key domains and example of systems are there, and the fundamental reasons where specialists based on applications have been accumulated and are per the following. Those are fabricating, process control, telecom frameworks, aviation authority, traffic and transportation of the board, and the data separating and assembling, electronic business process and board, and some of the clinical considerations. Can you skip to next? Yeah, these are key factors. Like there are so many applications in such. One is industrial applications. In that, some of the parts like manufacturing, process control, telecommunications, air traffic control, transportation systems. And the second one is, can you skip to next? Yeah, this is second type of applications like commercial applications. In this, information management, it's split into two parts like information filtering and the information gathering, and the second one is electronic commerce and the business process management, and the third one is entertainment applications and medical applications. And the entertainments, like as we know, games as a part of our life, and interactive theater and cinema as we know, and also the medical applications, patients monitoring and healthcare like ECG, for example. Next, yeah, there are future scopes in this research paper. Hold on. Um, this is an independent issue solver. This can be developed in future terms by using this research paper. Can you skip next? Yeah, this is a conclusion for this paper. This field of independent specialist and multi-specialist frameworks is an energetic and quickly extending area of innovation work, and it addresses a mixture of beginning from such regions and approaches registering object situation and identity science. That's all for this paper. Next, Divya gonna continue her part.
Thank you, Sajal and Ashok. My name is Divya. Now I'm going to present second research paper, Multi-Agent Learning for Engineers. In this research paper, we are going to discuss about challenges and discussions of multi-agent learning for engineers, and we are also discussing some uh, solutions to resolve these challenges. And in this paper, from the engineering point of view, the goal of multi-agent learning is to aid the design of the complex system, including the agents. Can you skip to the next part, Sajal? Okay. One of the main benefit of the multi-agent learning from engineering standard point of view is its potential applicability as a design of methodology for distributed control, which is a branch of control theory related to the design and analysis of multiple controllers. Um, and here the uses of the multi-agent learning is limited communication capabilities, local and dynamic information, defective components, and an unpredictable. Can you skip to the next part, Sajal? In this section, the discussion of future a few challenges that can be used to separate multi-agent technologies are like five parts: defining the game and Nash equilibrium, performance coverage and averages, limited information and costly communication, learning dynamics and bounded rationality. Can you skip to the next? Okay, thank you, Sajal. The first part is defining the game. Uh, we have to define the specific game in which to apply the multi-agenting methods. This means when establishing a multi-agent framework, the fundamental features of players, strategy spaces, and player utilities must be all considered, and the type of the game that is chosen to capture the such dynamics can be either one-shot game, or a repeated game, or a stochastic game. By choosing for a one-shot game, we are ignoring the challenges of dynamics. And coming to the Nash equilibrium, it is different considerations are required for the significance of Nash equilibrium in the designed systems. Because of the generality of Nash equilibrium notation, a desirable solution can be described in terms of Nash equilibrium. And the other point to consider is that there is a difficult of locating and characterizing the Nash equilibrium. Can you skip to the next part, Sajal? Thank you. Performance convergence and averages. The behavior of various learning mechanisms in games is often described in terms of limiting equilibrium set, such as Nash equilibrium, collated equilibrium, and Hanan consistency set. If Nash equilibrium does in fact represented a desired operating condition, then learning approaches that guide behavior toward equilibrium is a good part. And the fourth one is limited information and costly communication. The information provided to each agent is a primary issue in multi-agent system, particularly in multi-agent learning. The information provided to each agent in engineering system is a desired consideration that is influenced by the specific domain. And the last one is learning dynamics and bounded rationality. Multi-agent learning has large number of different adoption processes. Understanding how agents in games is very important for descriptive social models. And here the domain knowledge is very important part of the system engineering specification. And multi-agent learning algorithms that are now available are often very simplistic and do not consider domain knowledge. While this may appropriate for the perspective agenda, certain engineering systems allow agents to spend significant amount of resources. Our PPT presentation is completed. Do you have any doubts? Thank you.
Okay, now I will end our presentation. Thank you, everyone.
15 minutes అయిందా?